Good morning everyone. Hope you all are good and safe at home. We are doing definite integrals and today's topic is just evaluating the definite integrals with the help of property. One of the important topic that we are going to start today. So the very first properties, there are total 10 properties. There are total 10 properties. We are going to do the properties one by one. That means if I will attempt one property, then we'll do some questions related to that property, then we'll do the another property. So we'll do like this. So the very first property is a to b f of x. That means here it is function, and dx we are just integrating with respect to x, and if we are changing the variable x into z, then of course integral's value will be same. That means its answer will be same as its answer. So what is this property saying? This property is saying if we are having x and x is a variable in the function, and we are just going to change x into t. That means if we are substituting x is equals to t, or if we are substituting, if we are having function x square, let's take this function x square plus 2. So if we are substituting x is equals to t or x is equals to z, I am taking z because here in property I have taken z. If you want to take t, it's up to you. So you can take even x is equals to z, then dx is equals to dz. Of course, if you want to find its integration, but you are getting f of z. What is f of z? Which is z square plus 2, and in place of dx we are getting dz. So there is no change in the function. But you are watching that here's a function with x variable, here's a function with z variable. So if we are changing the variable x into z, z into t, t into a, so answer will be same. There will be no change in the answer or no change in the value after solving the integration, because here after solving the function we are substituting the limits, because answer will be dependent upon the limits. So if here it is x variable, after that we are just solving the, we are substituting the limits. But you are watching, here its answer will be x cube by 3, and its answer will be z cube by 3. So if you are watching that x and z are different, then answer will be different. But if you are substituting the same limits, then we are reaching on the same position. Because if its limit is 0 to 1, and again if its limit is 0 to 1, so after substituting in x cube by 3, we are getting 1 by 3, and in place of here, if we are solving the integration, we are getting z cube by 3, and after substituting the limits, again we are getting 1 by 3. So answer is same just because of the limits. Variables were different, but answer is same just because of the limits, because the limits are same. So this is the very first property saying. So if in place of x, z is there, so no need to hesitate to solve the function. The answer will be the same. Now the second property is saying if the function is f of x and the limits are 0 to a, then property is saying limits will become 0 to a and function in place of x will take a minus x. This is the second property and one of the very important property, and by using this property you can you will see that question becomes very easy. How? Let's apply this property in some of the questions, then you can understand what this property is saying. The very first question is, to pi by 2 cos square x. Okay. After watching this function, if you are thinking that we can solve it out by taking the formula, its formula is 1 plus cos 2x divided by 2. Cos square x formula is 1 plus cos 2x. If you want to apply this formula, so this is the formula. Even you can take this formula and then you can take its integral, and after that solve and get the answer. So this is one of the criteria, but that is just solve it directly. But if you want to take the property, if you want to apply the property, then how this property works? I am saying if 0 to a are the limits of function, then what we'll do, the limits will become same. In place of x, we are going to write a minus x. This is the property that we are going to apply. So I is equals to, the limits will become same, 0 to pi by 2 cos square. And in place of x, I am going to write pi by 2 minus x. Because here in place of a I am having pi by 2. So a minus x, which is pi by 2 minus x and dx. So cos 90 minus x, we know that it is sin x. So it becomes sin square x dx. This is I. Take it as 1, take it as 2. If we are, I am getting, the function was cos square x and now I am getting sin square x. If we are adding 1 and 2, so I plus I is 2i, limits are same, so cos square x plus sin square x dx. So here the property is applicable, cos square x plus sin square x, it is 1, 0 to pi by 2, which is 1 dx. Now of course it's quite easy to solve the integration of 1. Integration of 1 is x. Any constant integration is x. So after substituting, I am getting pi by 2 minus 0, which is pi by 4. Hope this question is clear, and but you are watching that question becomes quite easy. Because how the integration, it's quite easy. Now one's integration, we all know that constant integration is 1. So question becomes very easy after applying the property. So this is one of the main property, major property. And second property, that if the limits are 0 to a, then it becomes, in place of x, we are going to substitute a minus x, and we'll solve the question like this. Now let's do one more question. Now, the next question is dx 1 plus tan 5x and the limits are 0 to pi by 2. Of course, we can directly substitute the limit. 0 to a is there, that means here a is pi by 2. We can directly, in place of x, we can write pi by 2 minus x. Tan 90 minus x changes into cot x. So one function with tan and another function with cot, if we are adding or we are subtracting, we are getting nothing. There is no property which is applicable. That means there is no, we can say no rule. Before that, in previous question we applied sin square plus cos square x is equals to 1. That means identity was applicable in that question. So here, if I am applying the property directly, then I am getting, in place of tan, I am getting cot. So 1 upon 1 plus tan raised to power 5, if we are adding with, then if we are not getting any identity. If we are subtracting, even then we are not getting any identity. So we cannot add, we cannot subtract after applying the property. So identity is not applicable, then we cannot apply the property directly. We need to simplify this function, and after that we'll apply the property. How? At the second complexity, what you are watching here is the power 5, tan raised to power 5, because we have identities, but there are so many identities in trigonometric ratios, but we don't have any identity with power 5. So this is the again next complexity in this question. How can we tackle this type of question? Can I write tan as sin raised to power 5x upon cos raised to power 5x? So after taking LCM, what I am getting? Cos raised to power 5x dx, and here cos raised to power 5x plus sin raised to power 5x, and the limits are 0 to pi by 2. Now take it as first equation. Now I am applying the property 0 to a. it is saying the limits will become same, and here in place of x I am writing pi by 2 minus x, and here again cos raised to power 5 pi by 2 minus x plus sin raised to power 5 pi by 2 minus x dx. Now cos 90 minus x is sin x. 0 to pi by 2, which is sin raised to power 5x, and again cos 90 minus x is sin x, and sin 90 minus x is cos x. Take it as 2. Now what you are watching, the denominator is same. Cos 5x plus sin 5x or sin 5x plus cos 5x. The denominator is same. If we are going to add the two equations, then we are getting 2i is equals to, limits are same, cos 5x, and here we are having sin 5x, whole upon denominator is same, and with respect to x we are doing its integral, we are doing the integration. So denominator function and numerator function are same, we can cut and its answer is 1. So it's quite easy with the help of this property. So first of all what we did, we simplified the function, because tan will change into cot. It was in denominator. If denominator will not be same, then if denominator is not same, in this case, if we are having, if denominator is like this, here it is a, here it is b, you need to take the LCM. So it becomes bx plus ax. So question becomes quite difficult, because ab, that means a is going to multiply with b. Here a is 1 plus tan raised to power 5x, and after that b will become, after applying the property, 1 plus cot raised to power 5x. If we are multiplying, so power will be added. That means we are going to get 10 power. So we were on power 5, and if we are multiplying, we are getting 10 as power. So question becomes more complicated. So first of all what we did, we simplified the function, and after that we applied the property, and after applying the property we are getting sin, denominator is same, in numerator here it was cos, here it was sin raised to power 5x, and after I am getting cos raised to power 5x plus sin raised to power 5x and the denominator, and it will cut out, and I am getting 1. So 1's integration is x, 0 to pi by 2. So this 2, when it comes here, then it will divide. So 1 by 2, pi by 2, and its answer is pi by 4. Now the question's answer is pi by 4. So you are watching that by applying the properties, with the help of properties, questions are becoming easy. So let's do one more question. Now the next question is 5 sin x plus 3 cos x whole upon sin x plus cos x, and the limits are 0 to pi by 2. Of course, by watching the limits, but we are watching that its limits are 0 to a, we can apply that property. That is, in place of x, we are substituting a minus x. So I am applying the properties. Applying that property, 5 of sine. Here in place of a, pi by 2 is there. Pi by 2 minus x. Cos pi by 2 minus x whole upon sin pi by 2 minus x plus cos of pi by 2 minus x, and integration with respect to x. 0 to pi by 2. Sin 90 minus x is cos x, and cos 90 minus x is sin x, and here it is cos x plus sin x. Now if we are going to add, because after we can subtract even, but after subtraction what will you get? I minus I is 0. If 0 is there, then what's the value of I then? We just want the value of I. If we are adding, then we are getting I's value. If we are subtracting, then it becomes 0. So that means there is no value of I. So here I am not getting, after subtracting I am not getting any value of I. So here we are going to add only, not subtract. So if this is your 1, this is your 2, if we are adding 1 plus 2, then we are getting I plus I is 2I equals to, limit is 0 to pi by 2. So denominator is same, sin x plus cos x. So if we are adding the numerator, 5 cos x plus 3 cos x, it becomes 8 cos x, and 3 sin x, 5 cos x and 3 cos x I have already added. 5 cos x plus 3 cos x, which is 8 cos x, and 3 sin x plus 5 sin x, which is 8 sin x, and we are going to integrate with respect to x. Now 8 is common. Can I take 8 as common? 0 to pi by 2 cos x plus sin x whole upon sin x plus cos x with respect to dx. Now the functions are same in numerator and denominator. They will cancel and I will get 1, and 1's integration is x, 0 to pi by 2. So 8 into pi by 2, which becomes pi by 4 pi. It becomes 4 pi. Let's check the answer. Okay, this is the value of 2i. This is the value of 2i. 2i is equals to 4i. So I is equals to 2 pi. So hope this property is clear. Now you can easily apply the property in the questions and get the answer easily. Now let's do another property, the third property. Now the next property having two parts. First part is saying if fx is an even function. Now what do you mean by even? Even is saying in place of x, if we are taking minus x, that means in place of variable x, if we are taking negative of that variable, negative of x, and after substituting in function x as minus x, we are getting the same function. So this is the case of even function. If f of minus x is equals to f of x, this is the case of even function. In this case, if you are having the limits minus a to a, f of x is a function, then limits will change into 0 to a and 2 will come out. 2 into 0 to a and function will remain as it is. This is the case of when the function is even. So when the function is odd function, odd means if we are substituting x is equals to minus x, then we are getting negative sign out of the function. After substituting x as minus x, we are getting minus of f of x, then it is called odd function. In that case, if the limits are minus a to a and function, we need to integrate the function, its direct answer is 0 in case of odd function. So if in case of even, we are getting twice of 0 to a. Make sure the limit should be minus a to a. If the limits are minus a to a, then we can think that the function is even or odd. So there are two things that we can take. First of all, we need to watch the limits. If the limits are minus a to a, that means here it is negative, here it is positive, but the limits are same, like minus 2 to 2, minus pi by 2 to pi by 2. So sort of if the limits are like this, then we can think over that if the function can either be even or odd. If the function is even, then we can apply this property. If the function is odd, then directly it becomes 0. So hope this property is clear. It will be more clarified to you after doing the questions. Let's do one question based on these properties. The question is minus pi by 4 to pi by 4 sine cube x dx. Now when you are watching, the function is sine cube x. Okay, the function is sine cube x. Now, and the limits are minus pi by 4 to pi by 4. That means minus a to a. We can apply that property if function is even or function is odd according to that. So, in place of x, I am taking negative x. So, sine cube minus x. We know that sine of minus theta is minus sine theta. So, minus sine x whole raised to power 3, and it becomes minus sine cube x, because minus power is odd, it becomes negative. So, minus sine cube x. So, f of minus x is minus sine cube x, and sine cube x we know it is x. So, but you are getting f of minus x is equals to minus f of x. This is f is odd function. If f is odd function, then we know its answer is directly 0 with the property. So, we are writing if f of x is an odd function, then minus a to a f of x dx is equals to 0. We are going to apply this very property. So, I is equals to minus pi by 4 to pi by 4, and f of x is here sine cube x dx, and its answer is 0. So, I is equals to 0. With the help of this property, you are getting answer directly. I is equals to 0. Hope this property is clear. Let's do one more question. Now, again the limits are minus a to a. Of course, the limits are so minus a to a. Then we can apply the property. Depends upon whether the function is even or odd. So let's check. What is f of x here? It is cos square x. If we are going to substitute x as minus x, what I am getting? Cos of minus theta is cos theta, and squaring is there, so it is cos square x. And this is nothing. This is your directly f of x. So, f of minus x, whenever it is equals to f of x, then it is even function. And we know in case of even function, if f of x is an even function, then minus a to a f of x dx is equals to twice of 0 to a f of x dx. This is the property. Then we can apply here. So, here in place of minus a to a, we are having minus pi by 4 to pi by 4, and f of x is cos square x dx. So, twice of 0 to a. What is a? Pi by 4 cos square x dx. Now, I am having 0 to pi by 4 and 2 is out. Twice of 0 to a. 0 to pi by 4 cos square x dx. And now we know that cos square x formula is it is 1 plus cos 2x upon 2. So 2 will cancel out with 2. Because this is constant, it can come out, and 2 will cancel out with 2. I am having 1 plus cos 2x. Now we need to find its integration. One's integration is x, and cos integration is sine 2x. First function integrate in, second function onwards differentiate in denominator. So second function is 2x and its derivative is 2, and the limits are 0 to pi by 4. Now we will substitute the limits. Upper limit 1 by 2 sine 2 of pi by 4, minus lower limit minus 0 because sine 0 is 0. So minus 0. Here I am getting pi by 4 plus 1 by 2 sine 90 which is 1. So So answer is pi by 4 plus 1 by 2. Hope the properties are clear. Whenever the limits are minus a to a, then first of all we'll check either the function is even or odd. If the function is odd, then its direct answer is 0. If the function is even, then we'll take limits 0 to a and 2 will come out as a constant. So twice of 0 to a, function will remain as it is. Then we can solve that function and get the answer. Hope all these three properties are clear to you. So let's do these questions once again on your notebook, so that it will be more clarified to you with the help of these properties. In next video, I'll attempt some more properties. That means we'll do some more properties. So till then, stay home and be happy. Thank you so much.